right, Jerry, we also have to talk about the Amazon and their popularity now, but also a safety scandal there. There's this new BuzzFeed ProPublica report, and it claims that Amazon drivers have been involved in more than 60 crashes, resulting in serious injuries, at least 13 deaths, including Amazon's former CFO, Joy Covey, who was hit while cycling back in 2013. Amazon is denying the allegations, and we do want to put up their statement. They say this in part: another attempt by ProPublica and BuzzFeed to push a preconceived narrative that is simply untrue. Nothing is more important to us than safety. Jerry, how big of a safety issue is this for Amazon and for Amazon shareholders?
Well, Lauren, this is a really interesting story, and I can see two sides to this. On the one hand, these new revolutionary business models are being held to high standards, the same standards, by the way, that traditional retailers and other companies have been held to for a very long time. And that's totally appropriate. There is no excuse for a lack of safety. Now you look at companies like Amazon or Uber, for example, people are calling them out on issues related to safety or counterfeiting of products or quality or worker welfare. And all of that's appropriate. Now, on the other side, having been in business a long time, I get very suspicious, I think we all should be, about a story that breaks on Christmas Eve against a retailer, and you wonder who are the entrenched constituencies who don't like the growth of Amazon, maybe other businesses, other constituencies who are being hurt by this. And if you take a look at the details of the story, you know, with that in mind, a couple of things come to mind to me. First of all, every time someone at Amazon, you know, in the story is quoted as caring about safety, they go, aha, got you, you care about safety. What do they want them to do? It's like they're darned if they do and darned if they don't, because of course they care about safety and they're working on it by all acknowledgments. You know, meanwhile, the core, just one more thing really quickly, the core issue is, are they more or less dangerous than other people? And there are no statistics on that. We really don't know. And these kind of anecdotes don't really answer the question.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, Jerry, are there any real metrics in putting this thing in perspective? How many miles are driven, deliveries, and all that kind of thing? And is the accident rate higher than normal?
Right. And again, you know, we don't know the answer. Amazon says it's not. And then the article, the BuzzFeed people, they say, well, they're comparing it to the wrong metric, but they don't compare it to the right metric. That would take a whole lot of work, Steve, to do correctly. It's the kind of thing, by the way, that we do with Storage Advisors. That would take, you know, weeks of work to do a proper comparison to answer that question. And as any insurance actuary is going to tell you, with all those vehicles on the road, there are going to be accidents, and unfortunately, there are going to be deaths. And so the real question is, are they doing a good job? Are they getting better or not? And we don't know the answer to that. That's why I said there could be two sides to this. Meanwhile, Amazon better work on it, just like Uber better work on it. You know, you've seen those stories about safety for their passengers, safety for consumers getting into an Uber car. So they all better work on it, because they're not going to get a pass by saying, oh, those are independent contractors, we don't control them. That's not going to work.
I hear
With consumers, it won't work.